Hello, everybody. This is Claire Fraser Izaguirre coming to you live to help you boost your empathy skills. We've got Valentine's coming up, and so I've been thinking about how to deepen our love. But the 3 tips that I'm going to be sharing with you are really good for every day of the year. And so the first of the skills that I love to focus on is make your partner feel welcome in your heart. You know, we get so busy that we're running around in our day, and then we come in like I'm mindful of Joe and Sylvia. They were hardworking executives in their 2 different businesses, and they'd come home and they didn't mean to ignore each other, but they would just kind of pass each other in the night and in the day. So I helped them have a moment where they come in the door with a smile. They actually go to their mate, and it takes 30 seconds. It doesn't cost any money. It's so easy to do, is make your partner feel valued and loved. Welcome them into your heart. Joe would often gripe. He says, "Guy, the only one happy to see me when I get home is my dog." And the dog would kind of jump into his arms. And I said, "Okay, well, that's your metaphor. Then you guys are dog owners. I want you both to beat the dog." And so it was really cute. They took that as a challenge and would joyfully come in. They really had to think about this as they're driving home because they had so much in their mind. Say, when I come into the door, I want to greet my partner joyfully. I want to give them a hug and a kiss and make them feel welcome in my heart. And Joe and Sylvia really did that. And it was just so beautiful to see their evening get a new tone. So that's the first tip. The second tip is become interested in how your partner is feeling. Sometimes we're so busy that we don't make time. And when we do make time, we're not home. You know, we're there physically, but we're not there ready to be interested in them. And so find some time, you know, on most days where you and your loved one, your spouse, your significant other can just have some time. I kind of call it a cup of coffee time, the amount of time it takes to drink a beverage, 20 to 30 minutes on most days. Create a ritual of intimacy where you can sit together and share yourselves, your feelings, and focus on being interested in how your spouse is feeling. Remember when you were first dating back 1,000 years ago, how you had this insatiable desire to learn everything about that person. You wanted to find out what they were feeling, what they thought about everything. You really were driven by a desire to love that person. You wanted to make that person happy. Well, that's what this is. Have a little bit of time where you can zone in on being interested in their feelings, and really be on guard that you don't disregard the feelings of your mate, because we're all different. So your mate might be sharing something, and in your mind, you might be thinking, well, that's not how I would feel about it. And you might be disregarding their feelings. And remember, when we disregard the feelings of others, doesn't mean we have to agree or approve. It just means that when we disregard their feelings, we're actually disregarding the person. And we don't want to do that. We want the other person to feel that we value not only them, but their feelings, their thoughts. So that would be the second tip, is really zone in. Third part is validate your partner's feelings. And here I think about a couple, Mark and Tiffany, really nice couple. We're all nice. It's just that we get lost along the way of empathy. Well, Mark and Tiffany, they had difficulty validating each other's feelings. They would get together and talk. Mark would immediately go into fix-it mode, and Tiffany would get so mad at him because she just wanted him to listen, not give her unsolicited advice. And Mark just couldn't wait to tell her, you know, how to fix it. If she came home and she was a little sad or a little tired or a little anxious about something or frustrated, he would immediately go into fix-it mode. And so what they both needed to learn is to break that dance. And so Mark learned to just listen and value, be there for her. And Tiffany learned to be there for Mark. And then when they needed advice from each other, they asked each other, "Hey, I need help on this. Can you help me?" Otherwise, really zone in on listening, being interested, and valuing the other and not giving unsolicited advice. Amen. I think we could all say amen on that. So these are three beautiful tips. They seem simple, but once we do them, they reap incredible fruit. And so I wish you all well. I wish you greater love as you take this empathy into your lives together as couples, with your children, with your parents, with everybody.